Right. Good morning, guys. All of can you hear me? So SQL is very important basic for all courses, all courses nowadays, guys. SQL is basic for every course, for every skill you will learn. SQL is common. Out of all the skills in the IT field nowadays, 99% of skills required SQL, guys, compulsorily. All of you. Okay. So it can be a developer, it can be a tester also required SQL, or if you go with the data inverse courses, data sector courses means data analytics, data engineering, data science, right, AI, machine learning, right, okay, Gen AI. So in these courses, it plays again a very important role, guys, nowadays. Previously, while learning with Python developer or Java developer, for those also SQL is common, right? Now, in these all training courses also, what is the basic course means? Two things. One is SQL, the second is Python. These two became a basic courses for every training skill nowadays. Which two? SQL and Python. First SQL, second place Python, guys. Second place Python. But first place is what? SQL is the very important basic, right? So today we'll start SQL classes. We'll discuss now SQL classes, guys. So whether you will learn DA, SQL is common. DE, SQL is common. Data science, SQL is common. AI, SQL for everybody, SQL is common, guys. SQL is common. See, the SQL generally learned by two types of people, right? One is a SQL developer. The SQL learned by whom? SQL developer, right? And the other developers, other developers, guys. Other means who? These all people, right? Okay, these all people, guys. Other means these all, right? Okay, it can be Python developer, okay, data analytics, data. These all people also learn SQL. All of you, SQL learned by two people. The people who are trying the job on SQL only, they're called SQL developers, guys. SQL developers. The remaining people, right? Just they use SQL for supporting purpose. They use SQL for supporting purpose only. Supporting purpose only. Okay. So here, this type of people, these people should know 100% SQL, guys. They should know 100% SQL. But these people not required 100% SQL, just they required 50% SQL, guys. 50% SQL is enough. All of you. The SQL learning by SQL developers, other employees. Okay. If you try only SQL job, you should know SQL 100% SQL. If you try job on any of these skills, not only here, so many are there for Java also including, right? Then just to read SQL maximum 50% enough, guys. 50% is more than enough, guys. All of you. Okay, same. When you come to Python, also same, guys. The Python learned by two types of employees. Okay, one is Python developers. Python developers. The other one is what here? Other. Again, I can take here other developers or the other engineers, guys. Okay, means again these all people. These all people, right? Okay. So here again, these all Python developers should know Python 100% Python, guys. They need 100% coding. 100% coding. But when you come to here, we don't need 100% coding. Just maximum 10% coding is enough, guys. 10% coding is enough. So if you are learning for DA, you don't worry about again Python coding. Just you need only 10% coding only. 5 to 10%, guys. 5 to 10. Right? Whether data engineer, you need just 5 10% only. Either data scientist, you need just 5 10% only, guys. All of you. Okay, right. So now let's come to see, now we are not SQL developer, right? We are going to learn the SQL to work on the data sector. Data sector, remember, data sector means mainly remember these three courses, guys. When I say data sector, data universe means remember data analytics, data engineering, data science. Data science. Okay. Right. So if you want to learn end-to-end SQL, if you want to learn end-to-end SQL, 100% SQL, if you want to learn, it may take maximum 30 days, guys. 30 days is enough, more than enough. If you want to learn just SQL for our purpose, it takes maximum 2 weeks classes. It takes maximum 2 weeks, means what? 14, 15 days, guys. That's all. All of it. Okay. In these 2 weeks, we cover everything, whatever required for a data sector employees. Okay. Plus, we are planning to do a separate project on SQL also. After these 2 weeks classes over, they're planning to do a separate project also on SQL, guys, like data analysis or data engineering by SQL. Separate project we do separately. Okay. Right. So fine. Now, without delay, let us start SQL. SQL stands for what? Anybody, guys? Let me know. Anyone knows? SQL stands for what? SQL stands for what? Anybody? Just a comment the chat box. SQL stands for what? See, guys, we are running on like that is called what? WhatsApp channel, guys. WhatsApp channel. There daily we are posting some kind of multiple choice questions any internet tips, right? We are posting there, guys. The okay, after class over, I'll share you the channel link. You can join there. You get the benefit of okay, our that channel. Right. SQL stands for some people giving the reply. Structured query language. Yes, it's called what? Structured query language, guys. Structured query language. Okay. See, now we call SQL. The people who are learning SQL now, or who are learning, or who are working SQL since the last 4 years, last 5 years, last 10 years, they call SQL. But the people who learned SQL 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the old people, they call SQL language. They call what? SQL language, guys, all of you. They call it as a SQL language. The same one only, but old name is what? SQL language. Now you tell me, guys, what is the full form of SQL language? SQL stands for, we know, structured query language. But the same language, previously it is called SQL. SQL. That's why, guys, if you see anywhere, if you are listen any old videos like that, that people they call SQL. You should learn SQL. SQL is most important, right? Anybody knows, guys? SQL stands for SQL. SQL stands for. Okay, fine. In the SQL, S for same structured only. S for what? Same structured. S over. E for English. E for what? English, guys. Okay. E for English. Structured English. Next, what is there? S over U over. Next, QUE. QUE. Query. QUE stands for what? Query. Query. L for language, guys. L for language. SQL means structured English query language. Structured English query language. That's the old name. That's the old name. But latest name is what? SQL language. SQL language. Now, a lot of people they have confusion. Sir, what is SQL? What is SQL server? What is MySQL? What is the PLSQL? What is Oracle? These are confusion, guys. We think that these all are the databases. These all are the databases, but no. But no. See, I'll give a full clarity about what is SQL, what are these things, all of you, right? Okay. See, We have databases first thing, right? We have databases, guys. Database is very, very important where we store the data. We store the data, right? So imagine now, this is the database. This is the database. Which database? Which database? It can be MySQL database. All right. So this is the database, guys. This is the database. Observe now. This is what here. It is the database. Database. Okay. Right. Right. So it's a database. Now, which database means it can be all of observe now. It can be SQL server is one database. SQL server, okay. SQL server or Oracle or MySQL. These three are databases. These three are databases, guys. All of you, right? So we can use anyone. We can use either SQL Server or Oracle or MySQL, anyone, guys. Okay. Now, see, I am the human being, right? We are the human being. We cannot speak in SQL language. I can speak which language? Either Telugu language or English language or Hindi language. Okay. All of you. So those are the speaking languages, right? Speaking languages, guys. Now, so I want to use one database. I can use either Oracle database to store my data. I can use SQL Server database to store my data. I can use which one MySQL also to store my data. These are the three main databases, guys. Still, so many databases are there, but these are the top three relational databases. The most relational databases means what? Oracle, SQL Server, and MySQL. Okay. Now, here, if you want to communicate with, if you want to communicate with the SQL Server, all of you, SQL Server, then you should use a different language. A different language should use, guys, because we are the human being and we can speak only in our languages. Suppose I can speak which language? I can speak English language, right? Okay, I can speak English language. I can speak Hindi. Hindi, I don't know, but imagine now. I can speak Telugu also like this, right? All of you. But this database means what? They are softwares. They are softwares. They don't know English, Hindi, Telugu languages. They know on database language. They know on database language, guys. On database language. Okay. So the database language is for SQL Server is what SQL language, guys. SQL TSQL language. SQL and TSQL language. All of you observe. To work with the SQL Server database, SQL Server database, what we use SQL TSQL language means like core and advanced. In Python, we have core Python, advanced Python. In Java, core Java, advanced Java. Here also in SQL, it is core, and this is what advanced, guys. TSQL, transaction SQL. That is for what? SQL Server. Sir, I want to work with Oracle, sir. I don't want SQL Server. I want to go with Oracle. If you want to go with Oracle, again, all of you, if you want to go with Oracle, then what language you should use? Here also the common which one SQL, guys. Okay, right. Here, what is common now? Again, we use what here? We use SQL, PL, SQL, SQL, PL, programming language, guys. PL stands for programming language, SQL. Okay. Now, sir, I don't want to use about two. I just want to use what here? I just want to use only MySQL only, sir. I want to use only MySQL only. Only MySQL, sir. Only MySQL. Then, in case of MySQL, guys, we use just SQL only. In SQL, we cover all. In SQL, we cover basics, advanced, everything, guys. That's all of right. So like that, we use different languages for different databases. For different databases, okay. So, but in these three, what is common? What is common? SQL is common, guys. SQL is common. Whether you go for SQL Server classes, whether you go for Oracle classes, whether you go for MySQL classes, what is common? SQL is common. SQL is common. That's why. So whatever we learn now, whatever we learn SQL classes, SQL, right? It is common to SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, but only small syntax changes, guys. Small syntax changes, but everything same. Everything same except small syntaxes. All of you. Okay. So here, as a human being, what do I do? I read the queries in my laptop. What do I do? I write the queries, guys. Okay. Queries which language? In English language. Suppose select star from EMP. These are almost which language? English language, right? So whatever I write here, whatever I write in English, all of observe. So whatever I write in English, right? That English language, this queries. This queries, right? What I write here, that my writings, my queries will translate into corresponding language by whom? By a software called the DBMS, guys. This is called what? DBMS. This is the DBMS. Okay, I love you. So what I am doing here, I read the query. I read this query, guys. Okay, in my laptop, I open the some command shell. I read this query. I read this query, right? Now my queries are converted into corresponding language by which one? By a software called a DBMS. DBMS. It stands for what? We know. Database Management System. Database Management System, right? Okay. And this is the which person? He is the user, right? He is the user in the database. In every database, it can be SQL Server or Oracle or MySQL. The database means what do we store? Tell me. What do we store, guys? We store the data. We store what here? We store the data, guys. All of you. We store the data, right? So now, if you observe here, there are some building blocks are there. There are some building blocks are there. That is, the first one is data. We should know what is data first of all. We should know what is the data, guys. Okay, all of you. Data, right? Data. The second is what? Database. The second one, database. Third one, DBMS. DBMS, okay, DBMS. What's fourth one? Language, guys, right? One language. Or fourth one is what? User, right? User, and then the language, guys. The language means SQL language. This is what we should know to finish an end-to-end project, guys, right? These five are building blocks to work with any database, all of you. Okay. So first, let us start with the data, guys. We start with the database, DBMS, user, and then what here? SQL, right? SQL. All of you clear this one now, guys. Now, first, let's talk about the data. So data means what here? Data means collection of raw facts. Collection of raw facts, guys. Okay. So collection of what? Collection of raw facts. Raw facts means, suppose one table is there. In that table, okay, employee ID is there, right? Employee name is there, and the salary is there, right? And the company is there. Okay, 1001, then Sai, then the salary is 10,000, 1,002 and suppose Nani here 20,000 and again TCS, right? 1,003. Let's take some names. Satya here. Some 50,000 salary is there from Wipro company, guys, like this. Imagine now. So here each one is called one raw fact. So each value, each one is one raw fact, guys. 10,000, sorry, 1,001 one raw factor. Psi is one raw factor. 10,000 one raw factor, right? Every value is one raw fact. That's why means this all is what now? This all is the data, guys. This all is what here? A data. It's all is a one data, guys. Data means what? Collection of raw facts. So here now my question is, sir, what is 50,000, sir? What is 50,000? Is that salary or EMI or bank balance? First question. First question, okay. Sorry, here already salary is there, sir. Means okay, it is salary fine. Is it highest salary na in the table? Is it a least salary na in the table? Now we get the problem. Why? Because we don't know. 50,000 is the highest value or least value or average value. We don't know. See, here three values are there. You can say highest value. But in the table has 1 million rows. When the table has 1 million rows, at that time, by seeing the one value, we cannot say 50,000 is the highest value. We can't say, right? Means clarity is missing, guys. Clarity is missing. Means meaning is not there, right? The meaning is not there. Suppose I'll take here 10,000 is the least value, na? No, I don't know. Means meaning is not there, right? So now what do I do here? By writing some queries here, I get some output. What is the output here? What is the output here? 50,000 is the highest salary. Highest salary. I get this meaningful information from the data, guys. All of you. All of, right? So observe here. Data means what? Just collection of values. Collection of values which are meaningless. Now, on this data, we perform some operations and get the output. The output has full meaning. This is called information. It's called what? Information, guys. Okay, information. All right. This is what data, which is meaningless. Information, what meaningful. 50,000 is the highest salary. Yes, this sentence has complete meaning. Now, this value got the meaning. This value got the meaning. What's the meaning here? 50,000 is the highest salary, right? Means on the data, if you do operations, if you do queries, then some output will come. That output is the which one? Information. Means always information is the output from where? From the data, guys. From the data. From the data, right? So data is what? Data is collection of what here? Collection of raw facts. Data is a collection of raw facts, right? So which is not meaning, not having meaning, which is not having a meaning, okay? Meaning, guys. But individually meaning is there. Individually meaning, guys. 50,000, okay, it's a number, value is there. But when you see combinedly, is it highest, least? At that time, no meaning, guys. But individually, psi, meaning is there, right? TCS, yes, meaning is there. Individual raw fact has a meaning. But when you see combinedly, as a collectively, at that time, meaning is not there, right? So again, each raw fact has complete meaning, guys. Complete meaning. Each raw fact has complete meaning. That's all. All of it. That is what data. Information means what here? Information. Information means information is the result of what? Result of processed data, processed or executed or reordered data. All of right. The data if you execute, the data if you process, the data if reorder, right? Then some output will come. That is called what? That is called information. Information has a complete meaning, guys. Information has complete meaning. Information has complete meaning. That's all of you. Right? So data and information. See, we see readily outside this word, guys, right? Somebody has given information to me. Who has given information about me? And he has given information to police about the thieves, right? Sometimes we see the newspaper also. He has given information information about uh, thief to whom to police guys, right? He has given what information means what he has given a meaningful facts to the police guys, like exactly where is the thief, exactly who is the thief, he's giving exact information. We don't say he has given data to police about thief. No, we don't use the database what which is meaningless. So we say what information means which is having a full meaning, full meaning. Suppose I'll take one example, guys. Here, observe now. I take one example. I'm taking here is one raw fact. One raw fact, guys. Okay. Classes one raw fact. Data one raw fact. Right? Narayana one raw fact. Universe one raw fact. Okay. Uh, Okay, and I take here which one, suppose started, right? Started, right? Okay, one raw factor. And here is not suitable here, right? See here, each word, okay, one raw fact, guys, raw fact. But combinedly read, there's no meaning. Classes, data, Narayana, universe started. See, meaning is not there combinedly. But individually, classes, meaning is there. Data, meaning is there. Narayana, meaning is there, right? Okay. Universe, meaning is there. Started, meaning is there. Now, these are all words. If I execute, then one output will come. That is what here Narayana started data universe classes, data universe classes. You can see now. You can see here a full meaning is there, guys. Here individually each word has a meaning. Combinedly full combination also meaning is there. That is difference between data and information. The second one is what database, guys. But second one, database. Database means it's a software, guys. A software which is used to store the data. To store the data, guys. To store the data, right? The best databases are which one? First always Oracle, guys. Second SQL Server. As third one what? MySQL. These three are the databases best databases. Okay, you can say best relational databases, guys. Relational databases. Oracle, SQL Server, and MySQL. See, these are called on-premises databases, guys. On-premises databases and cloud databases. That are nothing but data warehouse. Okay, databases, guys. On-premises means what? On-premises means what? The software which we install in our laptop. On-premises means these databases, guys. Okay, these are the on-premises databases, right? Cloud means what? Like suppose Snowflake. Snowflake is again one database, cloud database, right? Or AWS or Azure. Okay, Azure, guys, or GCP. GCP means what? Google Cloud Platform. These are which one? Cloud databases, guys. Cloud. These are called on-premises databases. On-premises databases. Okay, right. Fine. Now, right. This is about the database, guys. Right. It's about the databases. Next, DBMS. DBMS. Okay. So DBMS stands for, we know very well which one. So database management system, database management system. And why it is used? Why it is used? All of you observe. See, it is a software which manage the database. See the definition, guys. DBMS is a software which manage the database as per user requirement. All of right. So it manage the database, guys. It manage the database as per what? As per user requirement. As per user requirement. Okay. So it is a software, the collection of software which is used to manage the database as per what? User requirement. As per user requirements. All of you, the database which is used to manage the database as per user requirement, right? So there are different data DBMS, guys, like ODBMS, right? HDBMS, NDBMS, and the latest one is what? RDBMS, guys. RDBMS. O for objective or objects, guys. Means in this DBMSs, means whenever we use okay, which one? ODBMS, the data stores in the form of the objects. The form of the objects. In HDBMS, the data stores in the form of the hierarchies. The form of the hierarchical, guys, hierarchies, like parent to child, like that. It stores in the form of the networks. The form of the networks. It stores in the form of the tables, tables, and tables having the relationships, guys. Relationships. So RDBMS means in RDBMS, the data stores in the tables. The tables must have the relationships like primary key, foreign key, relationships, guys, all of you. The tables must have the relationships like which one? Primary key, foreign key, relationships. Okay, right. And now, out of all RDBMS in present days, the most, which one, the best relationship database, what here? These are the best relationship databases, guys. Which one? Oracle, SQL Server, and MySQL. These are the which one? The best relational databases. Remember this point, all of you. And currently, since 1990s onwards, 1990s onwards, we are using what? We are using RDBMS only. We don't have ODBMS, HDBMS, and DBMS, guys. Now we are using what? Since 1985, 80, 90, at that time around, almost we are using here RDBMS. RDBMS we are using, guys. In case of which one? On-premises databases. But nowadays, in most cases, we are using what here? Cloud databases, guys. Nowadays, we are going with which one? Mostly cloud only. Cloud, guys. And see, before DBMS, we have FMS, guys. FMS. It means what? File management system, right? Okay. See, DBMS came maybe some 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years back, guys, right? But still we have the business since 100 years onwards, right? All of you, we have the business 100 years onwards. At the time, how the data stored, how the data is managed in the files, The best example, guys, in the cities, we use the databases to store the customer data, product data, all. But in villages, if you see in villages, still they use the notes, guys, right? Still they use the some books to maintain the customer details. Yes, and all of you. If you see in our villages, in the shops, in small shops, what they do, they use still some files, some books to manage the customer data. But that is difficult to manage. Always writings or writings, that is difficult to manage, guys. That's why now which one are you using mostly? DBMS is using, guys, not FMS. Still in villages, FMS is using, but in cities, towns, in big companies, startups, mid-level, all what we are using DBMS. Now, User means, guys, user means it can be a person, it can be a click, it can be a program, okay, program, guys, right? Person means, okay, it can be a human being, it can be a click, it can be a program, okay, who can manage the data, guys, we can manage the, or we can enter the data. Sometimes if you enter the one click, it stores the data. Sometimes if you give one click, it displays the data, all of right. Okay, so this is what it can be a human being or a program also, guys. Better to take a human being or a program or a program. Sometimes programs itself, they add the data, they remove the data, guys. Suppose if you automate means what, the data flow I am automating. If you automate the data flow means who is maintaining the data program. The program allows to add the data. The program allows to stop the data, all those things, right? Who will handle? Programs will handle. That is what a user, guys. And last one, what fifth one, language. Which language? SQL language, guys. Right? This is what we are going to learn in detail. Which one? SQL language, guys. All of you. So we understood what is data, what is database, DBMS, and user. What next one we start now? We start the SQL. We start the SQL, guys. Right? So in tomorrow class, we start SQL. What is SQL? In that, what are the different sub languages? What are the different commands we use? All of right. So guys, I'll share you one drive link, one software drive link. Software drive link. In that drive link, SQL software is there. MySQL software. Please download and install, guys, by tomorrow. Okay. I'll give the drive link now. Please install it properly. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss how to create the tables, how to modify the tables. Thank you all of guys. Bye. Daily same time, guys. 8 o'clock.